What is up, budget billers, and happy Labor Day to every one of you. Y'all go ahead and have some barbecue for me, as I probably won't be having any today. We are getting some new carpet put in, so I will be pretty occupied. My name is Trell, and today we have word from the man himself that President Biden wants more stimulus. But he's not the only one. Multiple congressional leaders and lawmakers are pushing for either a one-time check of $2,000 or either monthly stimulus checks of $1,200. But either way it goes, guys, hey, the people at the top in Washington, or the majority of the people, are suggesting that at least one more stimulus check be provided to the American people. And lastly, hey, the jobless benefits, or the unemployment benefits, are expiring this weekend. That's going to hit a lot of households very hard, as these benefits are set to expire. Now, before we get started, hey, if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, Bitcoin and crypto, and stimulus update news. So if you're interested in any of those, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. That way you can join our community. Also, if you end up liking the content in this video, or even laughing at one of my jokes, then be sure to like this video. Other than that, guys, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, guys, President Biden is pretty upset about those job numbers that were reported last week. They were expecting an increase in jobs to be around 720,000. However, the numbers came in much shorter than expected. According to the report, they only added about 235,000 positions. The unemployment rate fell to about 5.2%, and wages rose around 4.3% year over year. Well, these numbers were pretty bad, guys. Pretty bad to the point that President Biden had to address the American people. And this is where he addressed the need for more stimulus. Check it out for yourself.
The second thing that has to happen in September is for the Congress, the House and Senate, to finish the job of passing my economic agenda so that we can keep up the historic momentum we've been building these last 7 months. It's about investing in America's future, not about short-term stimulus. That's not what we're talking about. These are long-term prosperity we're talking about lowering the cost of living for families, creating millions of good-paying jobs for hardworking Americans. It's about reducing bottlenecks in our economy, reducing long-term price pressures. It's about helping more people to work by helping ease the burden that parents bear, especially mothers, keeping them out of the job market. Both the Senate and the House have taken important steps forward to pass my bipartisan infrastructure plan. This bill is going to end years of gridlock. We used to remember, we always had, the whole notion we had, I guess, was every week was going to be infrastructure week. Well, both literally and figuratively, it's going to change things on our streets across the country, and figuratively as it relates to Washington.
So we can see that Biden wants to continue to provide stimulus. He said short-term stimulus is not going to cut it. We need Congress to push forward and pass this infrastructure bill as part of the Build Back Better plan. So yes, Biden clearly wants more stimulus to be provided in the near term, but he needs Congress to pass the Biden stimulus bill. You guys saw in my video yesterday that we have millions of people facing eviction right now, as the Supreme Court struck down the extension of the eviction moratorium. I believe the current numbers are like 5.7 million people are behind on rent payments right now, and around 1.2 million households are facing eviction. These virus cases continue to go up each day, and grocery prices on foods has gone up so much. Some people can't even afford as many groceries as they have been in the past, such as our Social Security recipients. They are pretty much on fixed incomes, and these prices just makes more than twice as hard for them to have enough food to put on their table. So we definitely need at least one more stimulus check to be provided in the near term. We also need those wage increases for Social Security recipients. This needs to be enough money to compensate for the food price increases we have seen over the last several months. Now, don't forget that some people are receiving the new monthly stimulus checks in the form of the child tax credit. Some Some are receiving around $300 per month for each child over the age of 6 years old, and some people are receiving around $250 per month for their children that are under 6 years old. And they are trying to approve of an adult tax credit that's going to be similar to that one. This could be great for those individuals who don't have any children, like our most vulnerable people, our seniors, our Social Security recipients, our veterans, our railroad beneficiaries, and many, many more. They all would benefit from an adult tax credit, especially if it was around the same price that they are receiving for the child tax credit. And don't forget about the 80 lawmakers that are pushing for further stimulus payments to Americans. So there are multiple people fighting right now on a weekly basis, including President Biden, for more stimulus. The House is currently drafting the Human Infrastructure Bill and plans on having it completed by September the 15th. Then they are expecting the House and the Senate to have a vote on both bills by September the 27th, unless Joe Manchin continues to fight against the Human Infrastructure Bill because of the massive price tag on it. $3.5 trillion. Who cares, Joe Manchin? Get it to the American people. But anyways, guys, hey, I will keep you guys up to date in the meantime on how all of this plays out this month. Hopefully, we will have some good news to share with you very soon. In other news, 7 million Americans are expected to lose their jobless benefits today. They are referring to the emergency unemployment benefits that started around the beginning of the pandemic. About 3 million people will lose their additional $300 federal boost per week to the state unemployment benefits. The White House has responded and stated that there are no plans to expand the federal unemployment benefits any longer. Yeah, this is just sad, guys. But anyways, hey, the virus cases continue to surge daily. We are now hitting more than 100,000 cases per day. Alabama schools are getting hit pretty hard right now. Or, last week, they reported more than 13,000 virus cases within a 2-week period. Now, as a reminder, the state doesn't have a mask mandate in place, but 90% of the schools have chosen to implement their own mask mandate. Children 5 through 16 have accounted for at least 21% of the new virus cases in the state. The superintendent, Eric Mackey, said that they expected this to happen as schools reopen again, and they hope things will turn around very soon. They are trying their very hardest to stay open right now, considering most students scored poorly on standardized test scores in 2020. COVID is causing a major distraction with students across the United States. Hopefully, things will get better this year. Alabama State has had more than 12,000 people die from the virus since it started back in March of 2020. And this thing is not over yet. Other than that, guys, hey, this has been another fourth stimulus check update for today. If you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community. And hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.